Welcome to the Investing Podcast presented by Tusk Media. This is Outsider Trading, an audio and video deep dive into the people, places, and things that we find most interesting in the market.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Investing Podcast. We're covering earnings reports this week, and in this video we have our senior equity analyst Ben Nye discussing Abbott Labs. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, well today we're going to be talking about a variety of earnings reports. Abbott Labs, ABT is the symbol. Again, we're long ABT. They had a blockbuster quarter last quarter. It was truly, truly phenomenal. I go through and I grade just with a letter grade every single business segment. I gave out 3 A's. Again, C is what I consider average. I'm not into this grade inflation like every school teacher in America is. I'm into grading C is average. C is what we would expect. B is a little bit better than average. A is you don't get much better than that. I gave out 3 A's and a B. So I was fairly excited about this quarter because I thought they set the bar low enough that they'd be able to beat. In fact, CEO last quarter said, we're going to go for 6 to 7% organic growth, but to be honest, wink, wink, it'll probably be higher than that, or at least closer to the higher end of that range, I think is exactly what he said. And unfortunately, this time he kind of backtracked a little bit on that. For perspective, I gave, and I'll go out in these in a little detail, but I handed out a B+, a B, a C, and an A to each of the 4 divisions. B+ I gave to nutrition. So this is their Pediasure, their Ensure brands. So, it's growing fine. They improved in Q1, but I wouldn't look for that to continue. Diagnostics business. I'm actually really excited about this product called the Freestyle Libre, but that's actually in medical devices. The actual diagnostics business is really driven by this new Alinity acquisition, which was acquired from St. Jude. And that's growing well, but not phenomenally. Established pharmaceuticals kind of caught them off guard. This was probably the weakest division. I gave this business a C. What happened there was that all of a sudden the Russia changed its way of the pharma channel dynamics. So you had inventory shifting a little bit. Abbott thinks it's stabilized, but I think there's still a significant degree of uncertainty. The problem with the EPD business is, though it's small for Abbott, relatively small on an operating income basis, it has a lot of variables in it. They got Russia business, they got Brazil business, China, India. And, when you're dealing with those countries, it seems like there's always something going wrong in at least one of them. And something went wrong in Russia this quarter, and as a result, that poses a downside risk to the year's guidance, and that's what happened this quarter. On medical devices, I think they're doing the best of them all. I give that business an A. They came out with this great product, which analysts still don't understand. I have no idea why analysts don't understand this, but it's Freestyle Libre. I think it's going to be a huge, huge product. It already has 650,000 customers. Only 50,000 are in the U.S. This is a diabetes, both type 2, type 1, continuous glucose monitoring product. It's way cheaper than any other similar device on the market. It's cheaper than the Apple plugin, Dexcom's product. And it's a fantastic business. It's razor blade. So you sell the kit, and then you continue to sell the ongoing consumables as part of that. So it creates this really nice long-term benefit that you're getting, this nice cash flow. And furthermore, it doesn't require much marketing. Abbott on its call said, you'll be surprised how little we're spending on marketing because everyone's just sharing it on social media. Everyone's sharing this stuff on social media, and Abbott's just reaping the benefits of that because the product's so great. And they're growing at 50,000 customers. They're having to actually invest in capacity. That's where the spending's going, is because they need to increase capacity to meet up with demand. So really, really good business in Freestyle Libre that I just don't think analysts understand yet. I mean, I think this has the potential, if a blockbuster drug means reaching $1 billion in revenue. I think Freestyle Libre is going to be far larger than that when it matures, and they get the capacity for that. And then other areas of medical devices doing well too, the cardiac rhythm management, electrophysiology. So overall, I thought Abbott had a great quarter. It was fine. Not as great as last quarter. But analysts, I'm by far not the best analyst on the street, and I was thinking that there was upside risk to this. And I think there were a lot of other hedge funds, and there were a lot of analysts there who thought that, hey, this company was just going to continue to crush it. And, they had some issues in Russia. They had some other issues, minor issues that I think will be resolved. I think this company is one for the long term. But this quarter was fine, but not fantastic. So that was Abbott.
Tusk Media is a subsidiary of Narwhal Capital Management. Ratings and reviews of Tusk Media content are not to be construed as endorsements of opinions, analysis, or services offered by Tusk or its parent company. The opinions and predictions shared here are our professional beliefs at the time of publication. We are not under duress from any of the corporate entities mentioned. This is not a solicitation to take any particular action. Although we are investment advisors, this information should not be considered investment, legal, or tax advice. We strive to be as impartial, insightful, and accurate as possible. We base our opinions, analysis, and calculations on information we believe to be reliable, but we cannot guarantee its accuracy. We can, however, guarantee that our opinions will sometimes be flat out wrong due to a variety of factors. Employees and clients of Narwhal Capital Management may or may not hold positions in the securities detailed and may or may not hold these positions in the future. A full list of all securities purchased, sold, or held during the 12 months preceding the date of this publication can be provided upon request. Unless otherwise noted, all data accessed via MarketWatch or the Bloomberg terminal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. A copy of Narwhal's Form ADV is available at the SEC's website, www.advisorinfo.sec.gov, or from Narwhal upon written request.